Hello everybody, welcome back to a LEGO news video. I know I don't do these very often, when I do they're very late, but this one I'm actually right on time for. This is the UCS Razor Crest. So we now have 3 different versions of the Razor Crest. Well, we're going to have 3 different versions on the market, I should say. So, this is the newest UCS set to be revealed. I kind of do a video on each of these so far for the past couple years I've done. So that was it's pretty standard. Because I like UCS sets. I don't buy them mainly because they're too big and because they're pretty pricey. But this one, I think this one might be my new favorite one. My favorite UCS is the Slave one, the biggest version of it. Because I've actually held that and actually seen it in real life. But this one is the newest one. This is the Razor Crest from The Mandalorian, if you didn't know. And this is his ship for the first couple seasons. We're going to get season 3 in a little while. So that's going to be fun. But this is $600. Yeah, that's definitely expensive. This has how many pieces? It has 6,187 parts. 75331. It's for ages 18 and up, as all these sets are, these UCS ones. If you're wondering, UCS is Ultimate Collector Series. That's what that stands for. And this is awesome. Let's look at the box. It's very similar box to like the Millennium Falcon, the Star Destroyer, and the AT-AT Walker. Just a few of the bigger sets. Also the gunship, I believe, as well. So it's in that same style. The other 2 versions are the Microfighter, which is the $10 version. I have that. I also have the playset from 2020, which is, I still like that one better, but this one is definitely the best detailed version that we've had so far. And we kind of all knew this was coming because it was very like heavily rumored and stuff, and we saw the sticker sheet and like the figure leak of Queel, which I'm very happy to say is in the set finally, or in a Mandalorian set, because he was missing from the playset for whatever reason. They guess they decided to save him for this set, which is fine. But let's take a look at the ship first. Actually, you know what? I gotta talk about the figures first. Because why not? So here are the figures. You can't see them very well. Sorry about that. I might do an updated video talking about the figures. But we get 3 minifigures and a baby figure. We get Grogu. He's the same as he's always been. So that's good. He does have his pram, like his little hover pod. That is awesome. It's in white, so it's accurate to the show. That's great. Otherwise, nothing different about him. So yeah, he's great to get. We do get the Mithril. Let me see if I can like zoom in on him. There, you can see him a little better. He is the character that was frozen by Mando in the first episode, so the premiere. And he was like one of the first characters to interact with the Mandalorian. So that was cool. Finally get him. I like the printed head. I like the detail. He's in handcuffs. That's pretty funny. I just wish he had like a molded head, which is fine. I mean, I guess they spent the budget on Queel's head, which makes sense. But he's great. The frozen version of him comes in the Razor Crest playset, so that's why he's out of carbonite here as an actual figure in this set. If you get the playset version, he is already frozen. So, yeah, that is interesting. We get Queel, finally. We've been waiting for him for a very long time. He should have come in the playset, but he's here. He looks great. I like the head. Looks very accurate, very awesome, very, very, very cool. I like the printing that he has. He's got the short legs. He's got a wrench, really nice. He does have a blurg. He's riding on a blurg creature. That looks amazing. That looks really, really great. And apparently you can put this in the back of the ship, which is cool. So that's nice. Great that we finally get 2 very important characters to the show. And lastly, if you can see him all the way over here, We get the Mandalorian, of course. This is his ship. However, this version is very different to the original version that we got in the ATST with Cara Dune and those other two warrior dudes. That set that the original Mandalorian set that we got in 2019. So it's very different. He actually has a different helmet printing style, so it's more accurate to the show, which is awesome. He's got like the ridge on the top of his helmet. He's got more like skinny visor, and it looks really nice. And he does have arm printing, which is always a plus. So that makes this version probably one of the most detailed Mandalorians. And I believe we also get a face for him as well. So that is fantastic. So this figure is awesome. It may show up in future Mandalorian sets. It probably will. But for now, it's going to be only in the set, which is great. So those are the four figures. I would have maybe liked to see Cara Dune, but you know what? She's in the other two sets, or two other sets, so that's fine. But let's take a look at the ship itself, which is awesome. This is definitely the biggest version of the Razor Crest, and it looks fabulous. The landing gear, unfortunately, cannot retract, so I think that's probably the biggest, like, negative, because I guess the playset version had the same problem, but it wasn't as obvious, so yeah, but this is great because it'll just land and be landed and it will look nice. You could probably just modify it and make it like fly without the landing gear, but whatever. Looks great. Looks really nice and detailed. Um, Here's the front angle. I believe the cockpit piece is new for this set. It looks new. And there's a lot more that this one can do as compared to the playset. There's the back. You can see the ramp opening up. There is the side hatch, which also opens. This may be on the other side. It could not be. I think it's maybe only on this side, but yeah. We do have some yellow markings. What's cool is there's stickers up here. There's a sticker here and here, but it also has physical pieces making the paint marks in yellow, which is really, really cool. Here's the back ramp, which looks awesome. And I really like that they have like the sticks, the hydraulics that make it go up and down. I think that is so cool. You can see Yoda, baby, Grog in there. And here's the interior, which I love interior. That's like my favorite part of these ships. And we get a massive interior. They didn't even have to do this. They could have just made it so boring and like Technic heavy. But they took the time to make the carbon freezing chamber thing, the actual chamber, and put it in there, which they didn't need to do that. But it's awesome that they did, because in the playset, it was a little bit smaller, so they couldn't have the space to do it. But because this is so big, I guess that now they have the space. You can see Mithril, he's about to get frozen. If you have the playset, you can take that piece, the frozen piece of him, and then put it in here, which I think is going to be cool. You can see some other unfortunate victims of the Mandalorian. This is a new character, the Rodian, which has been frozen. I think there was also a woman that had been frozen. I don't see her, but that's still cool that we get these two holders for these carbonite bounties. Are they really nice? We get the interior, which is so good in the front. So it's actually accurate. So it has the door, and the door can actually open, and you can see the baby's hover pram. You can put some other figures back here. This leads, I believe this whole section, I saw a few videos, and this whole section can actually lift up and come out. And you can have the Mandalorian sleep down below. And I believe there's the vac tube, the restroom. And I believe there's some other things as well. So in the show, this door would lead down into the lower level, which is where all the weapons and the restroom and stuff is. So I think that's cool. I think you can be able to do that. There's some chairs. It's accurate. You can have about 3 minifigures, and then the baby can be over here. There's the little shifter knob. That's awesome. You can see that. There it is. You got tons of printed stuff. The door looks awesome. Mando's chair looks really cool. I like this part back here. You can see the door actually opens, swings open, and you can put some figures back there. That looks nice. You can see some stickers on the outside for the yellow markings. I believe those markings are from the person that owned the ship before the Mandalorian. So whoever owned it before him, like, must have painted it. So that's cool. You can see some of the guns, a little bit hint of the big, massive blasters on the front. Those are the only weapons, I think, which is a little bit lacking. But anyway, I love this cockpit piece. This is awesome. Let's see. There's the bottom. Bottom looks okay. I don't know why there's tan and purple colors. That's kind of weird. But, yeah, it's still cool. You can see the landing gear is very secure. It's a little bit of a shame that it doesn't come with a stand, so you can't make it fly, like in a flying motion, which is a little bit lame. But I guess it's so heavy that you can't really make it, like, I guess they couldn't find a way to make it have a stand. So yeah, here is Quill with his blurg looking really great. I think you can actually put the blurg in the ship, which is awesome. And then here is the ship with, and just in reality, it's very big, very big. Also, I think the engines are removable, and also there is the escape pod. I forgot to mention that. The escape pod is once again on this ship, and it's very detailed. It looks awesome. There's no picture of it, unfortunately. At least not yet. And here it is. You can see the Mandalorian helmet up there. That's cool. I definitely plan to get that at some point. And there's the ship head on. And that's those are the pictures that we have. Also, there is one more thing I'd like to mention with the ship. There is a Boba Fett helmet and jetpack inside here somewhere, which is really cool because obviously that's an Easter egg for season 2. So that's nice. I think my favorite part of this model is the cockpit area. I think it just looks so accurate, so great, so like spacious, like very just open, just because lots of minifigures will probably be in here. So I think it's nice that they took the time to make a lot of room for those. So I think that's really cool. I love the guns. In fact, I'm going to talk about the guns for just a minute. Those look so cool. Wow, they're huge. They look very deadly. So that is very cool to see. I love the windshield. I believe that is that could be, I think those are printed pieces for the windshield. So that's cool. Yeah, I might do another video on this. Like, if we get more pictures, I probably will. But let me know, do you have the playset Razor Crest? Do you have the Microfighter? Do you plan to get this? I probably won't. It's too big. I already have the playset one. I'm fine with that. I'm really satisfied with that. But this is great. It's nice to have another version of the ship on the market. And let me know, do you like this version better, or do you like the previous one? Let me know. And if you plan to pick this up, let me know when you plan to in the comments. I will see you in the next news video. Thanks for watching this. Hope you liked it, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Have an awesome day.